One of the things I quite like about this project is that it almost charts the kind of journey through getting to know people. You know, you also have a lot of people posing for portraits in front of their doors or windows, and then you also have almost a portrait of them through what they're watching on television, which is behind us. So I think, we're trying to kind of include different ranges of types of images and intimacy. Well, we started off in the lifts. The lifts were such distinctive spaces because at times only one would be working, and it felt like a kind of really distinctive kind of meeting place. And we realized the light with the silver backgrounds was quite special in the lift. So we went up and down in the lifts, making ourselves sick, kind of just randomly asking people if we could take a portrait of them in the lift. And of course, you know, lots of people said no, lots of people said yes. And where we did take a picture, we tried to write down the flat number of the person so we could take them a print. And that organically just really became a way of getting to know people. What I really like about the lift portraits is that there is this kind of distance and almost suspicion in the way a lot of people are looking at us, which is appropriate to the kind of randomly asking somebody in a lift whether you can take a portrait. So for me, that's kind of a reminder of what the kind of photographic encounter means in that kind of context and the range of different kinds of photographic encounters. So we started at the top of the building and worked our way down over 2 years, knocking on every door, photographing every window looking outwards, sometimes with people in front of it if they wanted to be. And then at the same time, at night time actually, we worked on the internal doors to every apartment. And the colors of the door tell the whole history of the building. So you get, when you put all those pictures together, you get this kind of timeline. And then the third one was the televisions, because we realized that a lot of people were covering their windows and not looking at this view outside and instead looking at their televisions. So it felt like this obvious metaphor of another window out of the building.
And I think the other way in which the windows, which were kind of the genesis of the idea that the other two led on from, was a way of understanding the building, almost scanning it really. And you have this sense of the building's relationship to the city itself, but you also have a sense of the relationship of where one person lives in relationship to another, which I think is very true of kind of high-rise living. By the time we actually did the exhibition within the space, most of the people had moved on. You know, some people are still there, so it's a kind of the nature of a transient space that, you know, that maybe a different group of people kind of saw the project, or more of those people than the people that we initially were taking pictures of when we were taking pictures of the televisions and the windows.